Oh, what's good? Michael here. Welcome back to Documenting the Journey. Today's just going to be a little bit of a business update because I haven't done one of these in a while. So, let's get into it. First things first is the revenue. 19 days into the month to date, we are at 130K in sales, 26K net profit, so that's 20% net margin. Yeah, pretty good profit for us while we're still scaling, trying to take as much market share as we can before Black Friday. So we've had a lot of fluctuations over the last 2 weeks. We've had two of our best days ever, as well as some of our worst days ever in terms of profit. We had a consulting call with a media buyer yesterday, and they pretty much told us that it all just came down to Facebook acting up because of our ban. We got banned like a week and a half ago now. It was only for like 6 hours or something like that, but basically our campaign completely reset, and Facebook kind of punishes you whenever they ban you. They give you like a shadow ban. So yeah, they pretty much punish you by just giving you completely random traffic. So some days it's going to be terrible, some days it's going to be really good. But yeah, obviously it's not fun for us, just waiting around for this shadow ban to lift that we don't actually know, we don't know when it's going to lift or if our campaign will actually fix up or we just have to go next. We got super impatient and also didn't really understand what was going on, so we just sort of assumed that the creative had died and weren't really thinking about the repercussions from the Facebook ban. So basically we decided to inject a bunch of new creative, which on its own wouldn't have been a terrible move, but basically because we have this shadow ban currently, if we keep getting poor performance, we don't know if it's because of the new creatives being added in or if it's because the shadow ban's still active. So yeah, definitely a lesson learned. We'll know not to fuck with the ad account while a shadow ban is active. But yeah, I guess that's just something you learn from experience. So yeah, we won't be doing that again. So yeah, our landing page CRO from Audit also just got completed and was sent over. So currently we're getting someone to implement that as we speak. Yeah, it looks sick from what I can see, and I'm really keen to see how it turns out. They also gave us a couple different variations that we can split test to optimize for higher sub rates or better AOV. So one of the positives from all these ups and downs that we're having at the moment is we're trying to really optimize on everything that we do in the business in every aspect and not having to spend a majority of our days doing grunt work. So we've hired a new customer support agent, and that's been super efficient. So we have them filling out customer sentiment reports for every single ticket, as well as providing summaries on each of our responses. So yeah, there's a little bit of back and forth during the first few days trying to figure out what the best responses are and stuff like that. But I think now she's pretty much confident to do everything on her own, and yeah, I've been checking in on her and everything's at a pretty high standard, so yeah, it's looking good. So yeah, it's just good not having that constant headache of having to do customer support and also knowing that it's going to get done right. So we've also hired a new editor, so we don't have to spend as much time as we currently are on editing ads, as that's probably one of the main things I personally spend my time on working on the business. But yeah, we've already gotten him to organize all of our content files, and he started to familiarize himself with all the clips and our previous ads, so he knows what sort of clip selection to use. So yeah, I've just written up a brief for his first video to edit. He's working on that currently, so should get back to me by the end of the day. There's obviously going to be a bit of back and forth at first because he's not going to know what sort of clips to use or what we exactly envision, but as time goes on, he should just completely understand, what he needs to do, and it will free up so much more time for me to do higher leverage tasks. So yeah, as well as the new hires, we've been setting up a lot of systems to make the business run smoother with more structure and less friction. We're moving away from just doing things on the fly and adding a lot more structure, which just makes everything run a lot smoother. So one of those things is we've transitioned all of our communications from Discord to Slack. Obviously with the new hires, we can't use Discord anymore. We were kind of just using that because we were all gamers. But yeah, obviously Slack is built for business. It allows us to make to-do lists, assign tasks, it has way better integration with stuff like Google and Zoom. And yeah, really, it's just way better overall. So yeah, it's a lot more professional and a lot more efficient. Now that we have an editor as well, we want to pump out as much content as we can. So we've set a new baseline of writing 10 new scripts or iterations per day so we can keep that content pipeline flowing. Another thing that we noticed that we've been completely neglecting is social media and community building. It's really easy to just get distracted by pushing the top line revenue in the now. But if you want to be able to build a brand that lasts and has a community of high repeat customers, we need to be working on social media and community building all the time. It also really doesn't take much time. It's just something that's super easy to neglect, and once you forget about it for a couple of days, you just pretty much stop doing it and sweep it under the rug. Yeah, I'm going to be posting on Instagram and Facebook at least once a day, and also sending out community building emails at least 2 or 3 times a week. So yeah, that just about wraps it up. Right now, the game plan for the rest of the month is just keep pumping out creative for Black Friday, and then also just waiting out this shadow ban on Facebook for the next 2 weeks, and then if it doesn't improve from there, we're going to have to create new campaigns, and hopefully we can get those up and sweet by the time that Black Friday comes around. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any questions, make sure to join my Discord in the description below. A bunch of people in there that are happy to help out. Or you can just send a comment. I get back to those pretty quick, or DM me on Instagram, whatever works for you. So yeah, see you boys later.